unforgettable. Good job, George. Our next segment is sponsored by Gateway Bank. They've been working successfully for more than 10 years to earn the opportunity to do business with you. Please welcome to the stage, representing the Community Bridges Incorporated, Public Information Officer, Stephanie Siete. Stephanie, welcome.
Thank you.
Good to have you. Stephanie Seven.
Stephanie Seven.
Because I asked her, I said, how do you pronounce your last name? And she said?
Siete is seven in Spanish, so I answered as Siete, seven.
That's awesome. Well, thanks for being here. Tell us about Community Bridges and all the great things you guys are doing.
Well, I know I only have a short time, but Community Bridges is very important, not only to Mesa, the state of Arizona. What we do, it helps all of the community. Substance abuse is a really big problem. I always kind of open, when people ask about what we do, we hear right now when you turn on the news, we hear about the opioid crisis. So that's a big segue, a big connector. We provide resources, services to help people who struggle with substance abuse, but not just the user themselves, we help the families. So we're everything from the education component, prevention, detox services, treatment. We've been around since 1982 here in Mesa, but again, now we're a statewide provider. I've been with Community Bridges myself for 16 years, and I've watched us grow from 30 employees to nearly 1,500 employees.
Wow.
So I explain to people, sadly, there's no shortage of drug addicts. It's absolutely everywhere.
It is. The opioid thing is just is so sad, and you guys are doing a great thing. Now you welcome, you work not only in the Valley, but also statewide, is that correct?
Correct, yes,
because
we're everywhere.
There's no boundaries to opioid crisis.
Well, drugs don't discriminate, you know, age, income, race, and I think that's the first thing, is just getting the information out there, letting people know. It's not a secret, like we should be talking about it, because just to share with people that substance abuse is the issue, but we're seeing that right now for Americans under the age of 50 in this country, the #1 cause of death, it's just drugs. It's not cardiac arrest, it's not car crashes, it's not what the quote-unquote norm would be, but drugs is taking over in terms of death rate here in this country.
Wow, that's so sad. Now, tell us about a recent award you just received.
A recent award, the FBI won.
The FBI Community Directors Leadership Award. How's that?
It was a year ago this month, so and it's very timely because the person that gave me the award has been in the news recently. Former FBI Director James Comey. So it's very timely. He's a very nice man. He was nice to me.
I did, by the way, a sidebar, I just saw a little interview with him. I clicked on and I saw George Stephanopoulos interviewing Comey. And at first glance, I thought it was like a ventriloquist thing. Because he's like 6'8", and
I was gonna say, he's very tall.
And Stephanopoulos is like 3'8". And yeah.
The picture of us is me looking up.
That's awesome.
And when I received the award. So it was a great honor to receive an award from the FBI because it was about collaboration. You know, and I used to explain, law enforcement can't arrest it away. We can't treat it away and can't just educate it away. We have to partner. So following in the footsteps of Cindy McCain, she had received the award the year prior, and then I got it for the education that we do with corporate offices, schools, just the community in general, about heightening that awareness about different drug trends and what have you. That was an honor.
If somebody here, I'm sure everybody in some way or another has been touched by the drug crisis. If somebody wants to get involved, what can they do? What should they do? And where are you guys located here in the Valley?
So I keep saying Mesa, but we have programs, over 30 programs around the state. CommunityBridgesAZ.org is where you'd want to look to get more information about what we provide. Again, we're physically everywhere. We have a brand new program, so if you look at us, you probably say, oh my gosh, they've been doing medical detox services, treatment services, but something that's, when I say brand new, as of March, we're doing adolescent programs. We've been an adult detox and treatment provider from our existence, 18 years of age and up, but now we're providing services for youth because we have to, right? Addiction, again, hits everywhere, and we're seeing full-blown addiction in the teen years. So we provide services to everyone, everywhere. And I would really advise you to either visit us physically or CommunityBridgesAZ.org to see where we're located. And we'll be happy to talk to you more about how we can help because, again, substance abuse is not a 6 degrees of separation thing. If we're really honest about it, we all know someone who's been touched by it. And we do need to share the resources and help, because we've actually been heading in the wrong direction for years. The drug deaths have increased. In my career, I've never seen a decrease, and I'd love for that to actually happen sometime. So not just information, but taking action so that we can work together and fix this problem, this epidemic.
Wouldn't it be great to get back down to 30 employees just because that's all you need?
I always tell people I'm trying to, if you think about it, work myself out of a job.
Yeah.
But I'm never going to.
Well, speaking of addictions and a lot in this area, I understand you're a huge Cubs fan.
That's my other addiction, yes.
I couldn't help but notice, what's going on with I see the fingernails with the Cubs stuff going on. And,
for those of you sitting close, I guess you don't even have to be sitting close to see these nails. Yes, I'm a Mesa, so I partner, our agency partners with them and does the 50-50 raffles, so I kind of make it as my excuse that I have all the Cubs stuff, but the reality is my dogs are Cubby and Ivy. I mean, I'm from Chicago.
Cubby and Ivy, that's awesome.
I thought about bringing them this morning, but...
We had a dog trainer out here earlier.
I heard that.
That could have worked beautifully.
Another segue.
Well, thank you so much. If anybody's got any questions, I'm assuming you're going to stick around afterwards.
Happily stick around to answer your questions.
Answer any questions that might come up. And boy, like I said, half jokingly, we really do hope that you guys can work yourselves out of a job. It's an uphill struggle, but thanks for fighting the good fight. And thanks for being here this morning.
Thank you for having us.
Please welcome Stephanie Siete. Thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you.